So
Right,
how did
right.
you get out of that mess, that jam in the recession era? The last
So
recession.
believe it or not, I mean, I'm gonna tell you some things I've learned and how I got out. But the first thing in '09, 2010, 2011, I was homeless. Like
Mm.
at some point there was a section of that time that I was sleeping in the car with my wife and kids. But for the majority, bouncing from house to house, even completely staying with some complete strangers for about a year, trying to figure it out with no room, all of us in one room. So, and I tell people this, I probably was homeless or in that situation about a year and a half longer than I should have been. Because of things that I know now that I didn't do. But a few things that I learned from that was never rely on one source of income.
Mm.
Second, even earned income is that it's earned. And at the time, watch this. I thought I was a real estate investor, and this might ruffle some feathers, but I tell people, if you're flipping real estate, you're technically not a real estate investor. You're in real estate, but you're not a real estate investing is putting your money in something and letting it
Sit, accumulate.
sit.
Yeah.
So when you're flipping properties, you're working the job. If you stop flipping, then the money stops coming in. So what I realized was it required me so much of me to do that. And then the third thing was I understood now what I understand now is I was living again above my means. To no matter I understood this now. You can make $1,000 a month, you can make $10,000 a month, or you can make $100,000 a month. You could be broke with either one of those. If you're living off the $100,000 a month, different from the guy that's living off of the $1,000 a month. You just living a better lifestyle until something goes wrong. I got people I know that make more money than me that have hit me up to borrow money because they're living off of every dime that they make.
Above their means, yeah, that's real.
Right? So that's one of the things I learned. But what got me out of that amazingly was, and a lot of people don't understand, it sort of leads into what we're talking about. A lot of people gonna say, oh, that's cliche. Yeah, I heard that before. Believe it or not, knowledge. It's our knowledge.
Power, man. Knowledge is power.
It's the power.
Yeah.
It is the power. As I was staying with those people who, was strangers at the time and we were living with them, their son worked downtown in Miami at the courthouse. And he mentioned to me about the tax deed auctions that were going on there every week. And he was like, man, you need to get into this. Do you know about tax deeds? And I'm like, nah, I heard about it. I'm in real estate, but I don't know how it works. So he said, you need to go. Well, mind you, I didn't have any job. I was hiding. I had 4 cars at one time. I mean, just go back. I bought 4 of the same cars. When I was making money, 4 of the exact same cars in different colors.
You was wilding, huh?
Yeah, I was just wilding.
You're a Florida guy. You got the dunk. You got the dunks, huh?
Believe it or not, no, it was when remember the Chrysler 300s first came out?
Ooh, okay, you got the convoy.
Yeah, man, I got 4 of them suckers in 4 different colors. You know what I'm saying? And just doing crazy stuff. So I was down to one because the other ones had been repoed. I was hiding that one because that's the one we slept in. In fact, I still got it. I still got it to this day. Sandy won't let it go. We got it in the storage unit here in Jacksonville. She won't sell that car to save her life because it brings her back to what happened. Like it's a reminder for her. So crazy thing, I'm hiding the car. So I had to go down to the downtown with him because that was my ride down. But mind you, he works from 9 to 5. So once I'm there, I'm stuck from 9 to 5. Well, I'm in the tax deed office all day long, 5 days a week, going through every single tax deed file. You couldn't tell me I wasn't going to buy every single property that was going to be auctioned. I knew everything about every single property. I talked to every single person that walked through that door that wanted to know, that was looking at the tax deed file. Oh, how long have you been doing tax deeds? Oh, what did you learn? So I'm in there all day. And then here go the hustling me. After doing that for some months, I'm sitting around seeing other people come in. Because mind you, I see these people every month because there's auctions every week. So every week they'll come in and they'll look at the files like me. And one day I say, well, listen, why are all of us in here looking at the same files? We literally passing the files to each other. I say, everybody got to drive here. Everybody got to, pay for parking. It's time. It's at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to go through all these files. Why don't I do it? And I give it to everybody and I sell it to y'all for a small fee.
So basically,
and everybody's like,
you got the knowledge, and then you
mm-hmm.
found a new passion.
There you go.
I guess that's
there you
what
go.
it is. Huh? You got to use knowledge to discover your new passion when your
Yes.
earned income is compromised.